It's been over a day. Still no sign of that eyesore of a ship?
No, Mom. They were difficult enough to pin down with their energy field disrupting our scanners. Either way, they are close and powered down, or somehow avoiding our patrols.
I would rest easier if even the smallest threat was dealt with. I don't like surprises. What about the other anomalous group?
They called themselves the Autumn Smashers. Possibly a small religious group that worshipped their species' recent harness of nuclear technology. From the reports, one of our patrols destroyed their engineering bay, with no sign they escaped.
Finally, some good news. I don't suppose one half-melted slag of metal and its busted mech guardian is worth delaying our plans. Order our forces to prepare for Phase 2. And prepare to activate the communications array for all channels.
Code sent in for Phase 2 orders, and communications will be coming up shortly.
Oh, the Lone Ranger is going to be on in a minute. He's supposed to be trying to catch...
Shut up about their insipid entertainment programs and do your job.
Recording commencing in 5, 4...
We will be talking later. Greetings and salutations. I am General Helen of the British. I know you are frightened and I understand. You have beings from another world showing up and seemingly attacking for no reason. I assure you that this is for the greater good. Our world was much like yours, full of warring tribes, each with their own beliefs and traditions that made them despise one another. Our leaders told us to spill another's blood to prove our patriotism, to protect our livelihoods, to prove our worth. Then, like what is happening now, we were visited by another race from beyond our star. With our people so divided, it was impossible for them to convey their greater wisdom without first disciplining us. Ask yourselves, have your leaders helped you? Have they actually kept you safe from harm? Or have they merely been using you? Cast off your selfish leaders. Welcome the British, and you will be spared. Allowed to see a brighter future for humanity. Draw our symbol on your homes and we will bring you food and supplies. Protect your families from the true evils of your world. Simply put up this mark and allow our soldiers to move through your land and you will be accepted into the British with open arms. Ignore your callous governments who abuse you. Treat you like cattle for their petty wars over imaginary borders as they poison your waters. Let your children starve, demand your service, and turn a blind eye to your suffering.
That was a good speech, General. I have it recorded and set to repeat in all of their languages. Our forces will have it playing in the more remote areas.
Thank you. The best ones are the ones that come from the heart. This world would be much better off under our rule. From the observation reports, these people are mostly good. Well, at least not completely savage. But their leaders are nothing but barbarians with silver tongues.
Silver tongue?
It's a metaphor in their English language. It compares their ability to speak to a precious metal. It wouldn't kill you to pick up a tablet for something other than reading mission reports.
But I like reading mission reports.
Speaking of silver, I think the Lone Ranger is on now.
I wonder if the humans have to put up with this kind of thing.
Off the coast of Florida, the crew of the Eldred had found an abandoned mining island. They had been stripping the rusting wreckage of the town built around it to feed the never-ending hunger of the superfactory to build replacement parts. The deck guns were one by one replaced with railguns able to fire hardened metal at supersonic speeds, while Dr. Armistead exchanged her process for a stronger steel alloy armor to get safety equipment built throughout the ship. Betty, however, was not as thrilled about the Eldridge progress.
Are they done yet?
Dr. Blue is walking as fast as he can between the long way to use your super factory and working on Connell to redesign your suit.
I've been stuck here for 3 days. 3 days I could have been helping. 3 days I could have been doing something besides listening to Barkley snoring or telling stupid arm jokes.
She's right, Doctor. We need all hands on deck. I would give one, but then I wouldn't have any left.
When I get my new arms and legs, I'm gonna give you a hand, all right.
Promises, sweetheart.
Just please shut up, Barkley, for 10 seconds. Can I at least get a wheelchair or something for now? If I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna start biting.
I'm sorry, Betty. I'm sure your new arms and legs will be ready soon. Just be patient.
Well, at least she's your patient.
O'Connell entered the medical bay with Dr. Armistead, both wearing bright red sweaters and setting down several large boxes.
Hey, it's Christmas, kiddies. Bloom sent me to get you all set up. We got some prototype arms and legs for everyone.
Ah, finally! Did Dr. Bloom make these with an erector set? These look like trash.
Remind me to bring you some coal next time. Well, your super factory has been, kind of on the fritz.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Betty. We've been using your factory non-stop. It seems to have been overworked. And it seems to not like using my alloy for replacing the hull plating.
It's not a miracle machine! It needs to be calibrated for materials, or it gets stopped up. Oh no! Oh no! It's probably full of metal splattered all over the insides!
All right, Betty, you need to calm the hell down. Everyone is doing their best, and they don't need you biting their heads off for it. Now let O'Connell put on the nice robot arms and robot legs that he designed for you from scratch, and then you can go fix your machine.
The trash will do, for now. Okay, put them on me.
Alright, this won't hurt much. More like a lot. First the left leg.
Ow! Oh, ow! Ow!
1 down, 3 to go. Well, I guess you can't dance.
What's wrong now?
Looks like Bloom made you 2 left feet. Should work for now.
Just give me my arms already.
Don't get snippy with me. I'll have them on you in a second. Better?
I guess it's good enough for now, though it feels like the legs are going to give in. Dr. Armistead, could you help me get to the engineering bay? I want to see what's going on with my super factory.
Of course. Hold closely and take it slow.
Agreed. Take it slow, Betty. Now get to Mr. Barkley's setup, okay? Hello, Betty. Good to see you up and about. Are you prosthetics working, may I ask?
Just tell me what's wrong with my factory.
Well, looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Or in your case, the bed of nails. Eh? Eh? Yeah. Well, it's mostly fine. Just a couple of little print presses you told me about got worn out. I popped them out and they had the factory build a couple new ones. It should be working now. Look at the time. I need to go to the communications room. No better time for you to lend us a hand and get some new ones, eh? Good luck. And have fun. And don't forget to pants.
Does he seem off to you?
You are starting to sound like Kenneth. Dr. Bloom has been working non-stop since the fight. The poor man needs a break.
I guess. Huh. It almost looks like the entire thing was taken apart and put back together.
That makes sense. It's been acting funny for the last day, so he has been working on it.
But he really wouldn't need to take it apart. Oh, here's the problem. The new part presses are not fully locked down, so they end up bumping into each other. Ah, there we go. Good as new.
Need any help?
No, I have everything under control.
While Betty was working on the super factory, Dr. Blue made his way to the communications room.
Would you mind if I get the room to myself for a bit? I want to call me Mama. See how she's doing.
All right, Doctor. I'll be right outside the door if you need anything.
Hello. Mum?
Hello, Dr. Bloom. I'm guessing you're not alone.
I'm fine. It's just a busy ship. How about you? Did you get your medicine?
Yes. We received the plans you sent us last time. Any chance you got the missing details for the shape of that manufacturing device?
I'm afraid not, Mama. We can't head home while there's more to do here. But hopefully soon.
Well, keep us posted. Connect your device and we can send you the weapon designs you asked for. Should give MechaBetty and the boys some more pep.
Thanks, Mom. Hopefully with this I'll be back home soon. And who knows, maybe I can get some of your famous speech pie.
Feeling an abundance of enthusiasm? Are you worried that happiness and overexuberance has taken over your life? Or are you simply bursting with positivity and joy? Realize the bleak reality we march through day after day with a perfect coffee to bring you right back to Earth. Depresso. Why bother with anything else? Warning. Depresso causes depression, a lack of energy, loss of interest in things you love, abandoning goals, difficulty sleeping, sleeping too much, inability to socialize, and irritability. Depresso. Why bother with anything else?
Good morning, everyone. As of today, the repairs and upgrades are almost completed. This last week has been tough. Many of you never signed up for military service, and many of you are not even American citizens, but I consider you all part of this crew. Now, a certain head engineer may or may not have a secret distillery on board. I'll be looking the other way as I'll be busy with the final preparations if any off-duty crew members want to meet him in the mess hall for a few hours.
How the hell did he find out? Damn, there goes pretty much my entire stock.
Earth to O'Connell. Were you saying something?
Yeah, though I wouldn't mind a bottle of whatever you got.
Oh, right. Well, Dr. Bloom finished getting this new prosthetic done for you, Barkley. I gave it the once-over and it seems solid enough. Titanium reinforced and relatively light, but it has a kick for an arm.
Oh, O'Connell. A man after my own heart.
Settle down there, lover boy. The big thing is that this arm is a 50 caliber rifle. You're gonna need to go onto the deck and fire a couple blanks to figure out how to not kill yourself with the kickback.
Ha! That's really something. Give me that thing. Woo! No offense, Dr. Bloom, but that last arm was garbage compared to this. I can finally flip people off without it shocking me.
No offense taken, Ensign. Just have some fun with that. Just don't drink and experiment with it, young man.
And what about me?
Well, we have better arms and legs for you, but they're not specialized. Instead, me and Mr. O'Connell have been working on new MechaBetty suit. The last one was...
A piece of junk held together by some welding and a prayer?
It was quite insufficient and unsuited to the task at hand. This new one uses less power and has more energy storage. A few new weapon systems, and most importantly...
I can actually get in and out?
Exactly.
Great! Let's take it out for a spin.
No.
What?
I said no. You're not taking that thing out until you learn how to fight.
I know how to fight just
Kenneth,
fine.
get in here.
Yes?
What was it you told me earlier about the judo? And the karate?
She got pretty far in that.
And the boxing classes?
Well, she was working on another invention and had to cancel.
Kenneth!
Now, despite what you think, I do not care too much for the sound of my own voice. So, Kenneth, tell her what I said earlier, and I mean everything. I know you were listening.
Betty seems to be incapable of maintaining any kind of discipline in any subject she doesn't care about. All of which falls into the exact thing she needs, and that's how to fight and strategize.
But...
And she has shown to be incapable of working with others for any sustained period of time. Completely screwing up the workflow because she insists on being the only one to work the super factory.
I would say I couldn't say it better myself, but I was the one who said it. Don't get me wrong, you're tough and smart, but winning a war takes more than that.
He's right, Betty. I really don't want to see you get hurt like that again.
So, what are you all suggesting?
Well, you got 2 giant metal fists, and you got 2 boxing champs to teach you how to use them.
2?
Well, I kinda took all the ones you missed, and O'Connell was a 2-year high school champion.
Would've gone pro if my knees didn't give out.
And Jaeger has sent some books on strategy to your new room. We'll study them together like back in the old days.
This is it. Helen killed me, and I've been in hell ever since. It's like high school all over again, but in a tin can and never-ending gym class. What do I have to lose?
That's the spirit.
General Helen, sorry to interrupt your exercise, but
Let me guess. Another set of anomalous levels of technology coming from the, and I quote, underdeveloped nations we largely ignored during the start of this debacle of a campaign.
yes. Either our surveys were extremely inaccurate,
Or that blasted ship had something else on it. Those atom worshippers popped back up like vermin, but they still have the same stolen technology. But none of our patrols found that Eldridge, and every corner of this miserable planet is rallying to images of that blasted mech. Somehow they are spreading advanced technology right in front of our eyes, but we aren't seeing it.
Yes, Mom. If this keeps up, our losses will become too great, and the conglomerate...
I know. I had the rules of engagement memorized before we even came near this system. Order our ground forces to fall back to whatever safe zones we established, and bring down all forces from orbit.
Are you sure? This will reflect poorly on your record.
Not nearly as much as losing this world. We need to act fast and decisively, or risk losing everything the British have accomplished in 2 centuries.
Yes, Mom.
It seems the aliens have decided to bring the brunt of their forces to bear. How will our heroes react? Will Betty learn to fight? Will Berkeley find some other uses for his new arm? Will the aliens see the thrilling climax to the Lone Ranger? Find out next time on the adventures of MechaBetty!